just turn on the blender. Let's try this again. I have never been more amped to film these videos because I don't know if every single brand decided to take a break or lay low during 2020 and then just go full force in 2021, but the products I've been receiving lately have been so good. Cream blushes are just on the rise. They're trying to take over. They're everywhere. I have so many that I've tried and love, and just different formulas, different skin products. I have the Gucci foundation, the various concealers that have existed but I had yet to try. NARS Soft Matte Complete Glossier Stretch Concealer. I was influenced by Katie Jane Hughes to purchase that one. She uses it a ton in her tutorials on Instagram and it always looks so good. MAC Studio Radiance. I'm not even sure I'm supposed to tell you guys about this one just yet. I am a MAC ambassador and honestly, I have loved partnering with them because a lot of the items we've been featuring are some of my absolute favorites and staples from the brand. They are relaunching Face and Body as MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body. This foundation always looks incredible, but the one thing I do really want to highlight today is Auric Glow Lust Radiant Luminizer by Samantha Randaval. I always second guess whether I'm saying her last name correctly, but her brand to me is just so stunning, so well thought out. I knew that she was gonna just nail it with the formula, with the overall quality and look of the product, the feel of it, and Glow Lust Luminizer has become a part of my everyday makeup. It gives my skin that natural glow without it looking superficial, and Pyrite has the perfect olive undertone, which is why I wear it almost every single day. For now, let's start with a little skin prep. I've already used my staple eye cream for underneath makeup, NARS Skin Total Replenishing Eye Cream. I have been trying and loving this Murad Intense Recovery Cream. It is so thick, it almost looks like Green Clean, like a balm. Look at that. Really moisturizing. It gives your skin like the perfect feeling and just overall prep that you would want if you're wearing makeup. I'm assuming this was intended to be more, oh my god, why can't I close this? I'm assuming it was intended to be more of a night cream, but I love it day and night under makeup because I have been feeling just so dry. Another skin product I also tried was the Supergoop Daily Dose Vitamin C and SPF. Okay, the thing about Supergoop, I absolutely love them. I use their Play Everyday lotion for my face and my body, and they have such a variety. So I think when it comes to Supergoop, you really just have to decide what is going to remind me to use my SPF every day. If you love vitamin C and you apply a vitamin C serum every day without a fail, this will be a great option for you because you're not gonna forget your SPF when it's coupled with the vitamin C. I just don't feel like you would need a vitamin C SPF plus a SPF primer and also an SPF lotion. It's a lot, so you kind of have to decide and pick and choose what's most important to you. This serum I also like for skin prep because it leaves my skin with that nice, really like dewy, fresh glow. So I thought I would just apply it even though I wasn't planning on to, just to show you, see how fluid it is. That's another thing too, I'm not too sure if you're supposed to apply it like as a serum and then use a lotion or what. So I'm probably using it incorrectly right now, but I just want to show you the texture. Transparent, dewy, glowy. I'm doing the most right now, but I really just wanted to show you this vitamin C serum because I think that the texture, finish, and the look and feel it gives your skin is incredible. Something I've been doing recently is grooming my brows prior to doing my makeup. This is the 24-hour brow setter from Benefit, nothing new. And at the end, if I need a little more fullness to the brows or more product in general, I'll go in with a pencil. I wanted to use the Marc Jacobs Extra Shot Concealer as a foundation because I realized that the description of the product actually describes it as being a concealer and foundation. And someone had asked me on Instagram, but have you used it as a foundation yet? And I was like, no, I haven't tried it as a foundation. But technically I'm kind of using it as a foundation when I'm spotting it where needed and then blending it out. So I wanted to show you how I use it like that, but I did use it in a previous video, so you've already seen it. Let me know if in my next video you want to see it used more so as a foundation. So I'm not going to use that, even though I just absolutely love this concealer so much. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to hit you guys with Face and Body. It's just, It's so good. I cannot get enough of it. And there's a technique when it comes to face and body. It is meant to be waterproof. Oops. Face and body is meant to be waterproof. It stays on, and to me, it's like the next step up from a tinted moisturizer CC cream because it has more of the features and similarities to a foundation in terms of wearability and just the way that you would use it. When I think of like a tinted moisturizer and a CC cream, I'm thinking like skincare with a tint to it. More like, it's like a moisturizer with a tint to it. Whereas this one, it just leaves you looking like a dewy, fresh little dumpling. I just love it so much. I think I'm gonna use shade C2. I have loved this foundation for so long. When I freelance, this is what I had in my kit because my really good friend, Makeup by Brooke Hill, Cherish, I call her Cherish, some people call her Brooke, Cherish Brooke Hill. I'm gonna put up her Instagram here. She's so talented. This is what she always had in her kit, and when I assisted her to learn more about how she did makeup because I thought her techniques were just stunning, this was her go-to foundation. And when I asked the MAC team what was different about this new formula, they said that they did reformulate a few things to make it better. And I will come back and give you guys those details because I can't remember exactly what that thing was. And I don't want to give you the wrong information, but what I will tell you is that it's still that same beautiful face and body foundation that I know and love. So I'm gonna apply it with my fingertips and start working it in. Am I C2 or was I using C3? Hold on, all these look brand new. Which one did I use recently? C3. Thanks to MAC for sending me so many shades. I was like, all these look new, but I have dabbled it in C3 to try to see if it was exactly what I remembered it being. So let me show you the texture. It's like water. I think the base of this is water. And what you do is you just start working it in. And when it goes on, it literally feels like water on your skin. And as you continue to warm it up and work it in, it'll start adhering to the skin a little better. Again, it's waterproof. So for me, and the way I like to use this foundation is to just really take my time working into the skin to get the most out of it. Does that not look like a newborn baby's bottom? Like, it's so fresh and beautiful. Oh my God. And then I'll take my little Persona double-ended brush and just feather out any areas where you can see my finger strokes. And if I need a little more coverage, I would say that this foundation is great for giving you an overall even complexion, but if you're trying to cover up something like a blemish, a really like pronounced post-acne mark, it's not gonna cover it up. So I actually think it's a great foundation if you have a ton of freckles, if you have beauty marks that you know, you feel like their light is dimmed when you use a regular foundation. Like, it just doesn't make it look natural. I feel like Face and Body still maintains the beauty of your natural freckles and beauty marks without making them look like chalky. You know when that happens? Ugh. Such heartbreak when that happens. But if I do want a little more coverage, I'll go with the concealer. So I guess this would be a great time to use my Marc Jacobs concealer. I love it so much, I cannot get enough. I'm just gonna spot conceal with Marc Jacobs Extra Shot shade 280, just wherever I need it. I don't need this product to cover up redness because Face and Body did a good job at covering that up. The little blemishes, we still want to cover them up a bit. A little bit on the eyes for prep, but not too much because I'm going to be using the Auric eyeshadows, which are a cream and powder combo. So I like to tap wherever I want the coverage, and then I'll blend around it to make it look nice and even. I just feel like Face and Body has never left my skin looking textured. Like, it's never done me dirty, which is why I had it in my freelance makeup kit, because it didn't matter if someone was oily, flaky, dry. It always looked good. It was just a matter of kind of like figuring out what additional steps you needed to take for someone that was oily. Maybe it was mattifying primer, not as heavy of skincare as I use today, a little extra coverage if someone needs it, but the way it just makes the skin look overall is top notch. And then I am gonna go in with my lighter shade of Extra Shot in shade 180 to brighten. I've been trying to be mindful of my makeup application and just be a little more light-handed these days, especially because I've been really into using brushes over my sponge. And I realized in the past, whenever I was like, why can't I just use brushes when I'm doing my makeup like other people can? It's because I was so heavy-handed with the product. That is why. So I'm trying to be a little more mindful and be lighter-handed. So once I've blended it in, if I feel like I need to further adjust with my sponge, usually this happens with concealer because I'm still trying to nail the only using a brush technique. But if I wanted to go in and just further press it in, pick up any excess and clean it up, go with the sponge. And this is my Ofra sponge that I absolutely love. This next product, I was heavily influenced by Hung Van Gogh, my favorite makeup artist, to purchase. This is the Huda Beauty Tantour. I actually bought the shade Fair because when I looked at the swatches online, I didn't want something that was too dark. I wanted something that was easy for me to use, and the lighter the contour, the easier it is for me to use. If it's too dark, I feel like I end up having to blend forever, and yeah, it just takes a little more work. So I got Fair, and I think it's actually the perfect shade. And anytime Hung uses this in his makeup tutorials here on YouTube, if you guys don't already follow him, seriously do. I'm hoping that one day he asks me to be his model. I know he's based out of New York, but sometime in the near future when we're allowed to travel, I'm hoping he asks me to be his model for one of his tutorials. But he uses this and it's so beautiful on all his models. So I'm gonna take that same brush that I was blending out my foundation with, and I'm gonna start contouring and bronzing as the product implies, Tantour, Huda Beauty Tantour, to contour and bronze the face. And you need the smallest amount. I would say in comparison to the Fenty Cream Bronzer, I would say the Fenty Cream Bronzer is a little more, I don't want to call it a drier formula because I absolutely love the Fenty Cheeks Out Cream Bronzer, but it is a drier formula in the sense that when you pick it up to the touch, the Fenty one, you really have to melt it down first, whereas this one, it immediately picks up onto a brush and is easy to blend without having to warm it up. That would be the main difference. But I love them both equally at the moment. I'm also gonna show you how to further chisel if you're into that, but cream blushes, okay, they have been the thing for I feel like the past, I don't know, since the beginning of this year. And I've tried so many. Right now in front of me I have the NARS one, Soft Matte, or is it called Air Matte? NARS Air Matte Blush, which has a completely different texture than all the other ones I've currently tried. It's more so a mousse. And when it comes to cream blushes, I do like them to kind of dry down to like a matte finish because they last longer that way, and then you don't have to powder over like a glossy cream blush. Kind of just like defeats the purpose. Really creamy, dewy blushes don't last. So I like the finish when it dries down to be a little more matte. I have the Melt ones, brand new, just tried these today. Cream Blush Light, this is the shade Sandy Cheeks. The one I tried was so pretty. It reminded me of the e.l.f. one I used in my previous video. Aha, this one. This is the shade Cali Dream. I don't know, I think I wanna use the NARS one because it's so different from all the other formulas, but we will save the Melt ones for my next video. So this is, and also the look I'm going for with the Auric eyeshadow is really smoky, so I want something subtle. Oh, I actually think this will interest a lot of people. If you love Orgasm blush from NARS, a staple, a long time hero product of NARS. So this is Orgasm in a cream blush, and it still has that beautiful shimmer that Powder Orgasm has. And the way I like to apply these is I dip my finger directly into here, then I warm it up on my hand. This product, I would say, does not go well from pot to face. You definitely have to warm it up, and that's kind of like the NARS technique. They're all about using your fingertips when applying makeup to really warm it up onto the skin. If you go directly from here to here, you're gonna get more of like a spackle effect, and because it's matte, it just, yeah, doesn't look as good. So what I do with this is I warm it up, and then I do a swipe like that on both sides. A swipe or a dot, whichever one. So I get it onto the cheeks like that. Same brush again. Do a light little blend. I like this brush from Persona because when it comes to a cream blush, if the edges look a little harsh, you can use the other side to blend them in. Also, one more thing I want to say about Face and Body, I just keep talking it up. One more thing I want to say about Face and Body is that it's a foundation that continues to work well with other products that you're layering on top of it. It never starts to like cake up or look weird. It just keeps on blending with additional product on the skin. Another reason why it's such a good skin product, foundation. It's amazing. And now that I'm done with bronzer and blush, if I want more of a chiseled look, want to clean this up, I'll take, actually I'm gonna take this onto a concealer brush. So I put a little on the back of my hand. The same color that's on my face in the Marc Jacobs concealer, 280. I'm gonna go from lip back. Get a little bit of a contour. I've realized my personal preference, you know, when people do a contour here, they usually go a little bit lighter. I like it to be the exact shade of foundation, or in this case, the spot concealer I use, because anytime I have tried going lighter, it just looks like a streak of just unnaturalness right here. So I like using the same product to further define if needed, or if you want that look. I'm gonna do a tiny bit of powdering with, okay, so I have always loved this Covergirl loose powder. I would say it's like the best drugstore find when it comes to a powder. Powder is essential when it comes to your makeup and setting it, locking it in place, and preventing creasing. And Covergirl lately has been doing or like reformulating a lot of their products to be clean. So I was just kind of like, I was basically just taking a look around in the makeup aisles at Target, and I saw Covergirl Clean Professional Loose Powder. I'm like, did you guys reformulate it to be clean? Don't know too much. I didn't like really look into it. I was just like, wait, I've always liked this powder. It reminds me of Laura Mercier Translucent, except this one, no, it reminds me of when I used to dance Ballet Folklorico back in like elementary school. I'll put up a photo if you guys haven't seen this gem yet on my Instagram. Wow, the smell takes me back, okay? Little pre-teens in a full glam look. Maybe that's where my love for makeup started. Yeah, this powder, it's really good. I like it. The scent is just really strong, so I could see how it'll probably turn off a few people. I'm just gonna dust a little where I crease and where I usually get fallout, which is right here. But it works really well for like, I don't know, I wanna say it's like $6 for a $6 powder. It's pretty good. And then for under the eyes, I've really been loving this LH 304 to just pick up or just blend away the excess creasing. And I don't want to heavily powder the eyes, just going around, because again, I'm going to be using the Auric cream eyeshadow and powder duo next. So let's get into that. Oh, I'm excited. I did watch Samantha's video, and the reason behind launching with this product, so this is the color I'm going to use. It's called Ego. So when you unscrew the bottom, the glass portion down here is a cream. And then you put the cap back on and you lift up the top. And it's a really beautiful, almost like a transparent glitter. It's not a heavily pigmented eyeshadow. It's more like a topper or finisher. And she explained that she felt like everybody has their go-to eyeshadow palette, and I completely agree. I have my go-to eyeshadow palettes like the Stone Cold Fox palette and Bare Essentials palette from Coloupop. Today I'm going to be using another staple, the Supreme Nudes palette from Artist Couture. So she mentioned everybody kind of has their go-to eyeshadow palette, but you're always reaching for something additional, especially something really shimmery and pretty to finish off the look, and that's why she launched this instead of an eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to be using Supreme Nudes by Artist Couture to add a little bit of a transition, because the cream is like it's like a shimmery charcoal shade. So I'm gonna use Silhouette and Mink to add a little definition to the crease and give the smoky shadow something to blend into. Using my current favorite eyeshadow brushes by RÉPHER. You guys heard me mention these in my last video. An investment so worth making if you take your makeup seriously, because these brushes are freaking bomb. They actually asked me if I wanted to be an affiliate. I don't know if that would involve a discount code or just if it would only benefit me. Let me know if you want affiliate code, if it does come with a discount. All right, I'm gonna go in with Silhouette first down here. This little brush is so good for blending around the edges also. And then from here, I'm gonna sprinkle the cream side of the Auric Smoke Reflect Ego eyeshadow. So I'm gonna use a clean LH304. When using creams, you definitely want synthetic brushes. And I'm gonna add it to this area that I didn't powder, that doesn't have any shadow on it. I could have technically started with this, it would have been easier, but sometimes when I do that, the shadow, when I blend around, doesn't look as smooth. So I decided to do an easier technique in case you guys wanna replicate this at home. Now to really bring this look to life, you're gonna see a huge difference when I sprinkled the shimmery shade on top from the Ego eyeshadow. So I'm gonna use my fingertip and I'm gonna press it onto the cream eyeshadow. Look at that. And I always like to start right here and then sprinkle it up, even into the crease. That's just how I roll these days. So right here and then up into this area. And also a little bit on this lower lash line, this inner portion right here. It even has like a little mirror, how cute. So good. Okay, for mascara, this isn't new, but I just love the packaging. If you want to gift someone something a little more unique or special, this is the Better Than Sex mascara designed by my friend Karen Sarai. It's in a beautiful like marble and gold sort of finish. I'm gonna use that. Well, wait, do I wanna use it now? I haven't misted my face. Actually, let's Glow Less Luminizer by Auric. If I've already done my makeup and I want to add some more glow that looks natural, I'll put it on the back of my hand. I'll take the round end of my sponge and really work it into that sponge and press it onto the high points of the face. It gives you the most natural finish without changing the finish of your foundation or concealer or anything that you already have on your face. If I was wearing it on its own, I would apply it first and then kind of like spot conceal. Maybe I'll do that next for like a no makeup look. But yeah, just pretty much pounce it onto the skin where I want it to go, and look at that glow. See how it just looks so natural? It just looks like my skin is glowing. It doesn't change my foundation, plus face and body just plays so well again with layering products on top of it, even after it's been on your face for a while. Probably why it was also a makeup artist's favorite, because oftentimes you have to keep changing makeup looks, keep messing with things, adjusting and fixing, and it just always looks good. It never cakes up. It just continues to look like skin. Look at that. It looks like I have a filter on my face. Okay, I'm gonna powder a little more now that I'm done with my CoverGirl Clean Professional Loose Powder. Gonna mist myself, add the mascara, and then for the lip, I do not know what I'm doing yet, but we're gonna figure it out. Also, you want to use less of this CoverGirl powder because I feel like it could easily cake up. It's a little more, I don't even know how to describe it. Like creamy, it's a creamier powder than Laura Mercier, so I feel like if you use a little too much, it'll show. But the way I apply it is by just kind of like lightly pressing it on everywhere. I'm not baking with it. I'm curious if any of you at home have tried baking with this powder, because I feel like it might end up looking a little heavy. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna add a little more color to my brows with an OG DiorShow Brow Styler. I used to use this all the time, and then I kind of just stopped. I'm gonna define it a little more on the end here. I feel like I could use a liner in the waterline, so let me grab one. Nothing new, but I just wanna add something and show you guys what I do. I didn't want to use a black liner because I felt like it might be a little much, so I'm using this Makeup by Mario liner in the shade Master Pigment. Oh, it's the Master Pigment Pro Pencil in the Perfect Brown. There you go. Gonna add it just towards this outer edge. And I'm also gonna tightline with it. All right, and then I can go in with the mascara. Oh wait, mist. Oh my God, I'm all over the place. I'm gonna mist, mascara, lip. Finish up this look. Oh my God. Better Than Sex mascara, courtesy of La Caring. I don't want to do my hair, so I straight up just flipped my headband around so it looks a little more chic. I'll link these headbands down below also. They seem to be very popular on my Instagram. You can wear them I think it says 14 plus different ways. This is one of the 14. I'm gonna take off any product on my lips, and I really like this NARS Soft Matte Tinted Lip Balm. I feel like they've really been expanding their collection of soft matte products, the blush, the foundation. It's a great lip balm alternative when you don't want something that's overly glossy or dewy but still makes your lips look nice and moisturized and fresh. Did I already say this is the shade Intimate? Just a great option for everyday lip color. If you don't like the feeling of something being really sticky, sometimes I don't like that, especially if I'm gonna be wearing a mask. I prefer something a little more matte so it doesn't get all over the place. And then I'm gonna outline with a staple lip liner, Coloupop, Lippie Pencil in BFF. That is a wrap. I definitely feel really moisturized. I did not have to go in with that Murad moisturizer and vitamin C serum from Supergoop and the new MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body, still the OG, just she got a little upgrade. Altogether, it's a lot of moisture. Maybe if you are extremely dry and everything looks cakey on you, you might have to take it to those extremes. For me, I thought I could have, done without the Supergoop serum or the moisturizer, maybe one or the other, maybe stuck to my normal skin prep routine, but I like all the products individually. Altogether, it's just a lot of hydration, but overall, I think that the skin just looks so fresh when without this makeup I feel dry, or without the skincare I feel dry. So overall, I do love the finish that I got. I went a little more glam. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you did, make sure to give this video a like, share, subscribe. It's really important right now because I'm sure you're hearing all your favorite creators say that the algorithms suck, and they do. So help your girl out. Do all those steps for me if you can, and I will see you in next week's video. Peace out, guys. Oh, also my vlogs. If I have a vlog, make sure to check that out as well. All right, bye.